Can you, sir, confirm that this military coup has been attempted and now thwarted, or are the struggles ongoing?
Well, we have managed to get the control in many parts. So what we know for sure, that attempt is an attempt organized by a faction in the army, and they're acting outside of the chain of command. So we are sure about that. Second thing, all of the statements made on their behalf are unauthorized statements by the military headquarters. As of now, just a couple of minutes, we have received the latest info, confirmed info. In majority of places, they have lost, and we managed to get the control. So while the situation is critical, it's sensitive, and we have to wait for at least for 24 hours. But what we know for sure, the government and the states, all of the legitimately elected or legitimate officials, managed to resist against the military intervention.
What about
so as of now,
the
government and one thing: the president and the government are in power, and as of now, a legal process has initiated against those people, both by the army and by the prosecutor. We believe that. Yeah.
We can very much see that the president is still at large and seems to be very safe right now, and the government seems to be holding together. But what about the military? The chief of defense, Hulusi Akar, has been reported captured. Do you know about his whereabouts and how he is at the moment?
It's a sensitive info. I do not have any specific info about it. But what I can say is that in the last 1 hour, several high-ranking generals, including second command in the army, they made statements calling all the soldiers outside of their barracks to go back to their military barracks, and they made it clear that a legal process will be initiated against them, and they will be prosecuted. So what we know for sure, majority of army, with the exception of that faction, and which has been defined as by one of the generals as a Gulenist or parallel member of parallel structure. With the exception of them, army is united. All social groups in Turkey, regardless of their political position, are now outside protesting the military intervention. And literally in Sihiye, in Ankara, center of Turkey, people are climbing over the tanks to protest intervention. So while we are sad, while we feel all the difficulties of the situation right now, we are happy I am happy to say that Turkish people are doing everything, including officials and others, to protect democracy of Turkey, and we will be successful. Can
I ask you, and I just want to remind our viewers, we are talking right now to a senior advisor at the Turkish Prime Ministry, Cemalettin Hasimi. Yeah. Can I ask you about reports that Parliament has been bombed? We're hearing or seeing reports from a Turkish news agency that Parliament has been bombed, or that there were at least explosions there. Do you know anything about that?
There are some explosions, but it's not a bomb. It's not a bomb, definitely. It's what we call, I don't know its technical name. It's something called, just to create fear. But we do not have any difficulty in the parliament. We have some difficulties around the parliament, but members of parliament are now over there. Already a couple of opposition parties have made their statements that they are criticizing and they are endorsing democracy, and they will do everything to resist against the military intervention. So it's not a bomb.
Mr. Hasimi, tell us about the support of the military outside of Istanbul and Ankara. It's been hugely fluid since the coup of 1980, the recent coup, and all of a number of years ago. What is the support of the military away from the elites in Istanbul and Ankara?
Well, one of the things that characterizes this attempt of overthrowing democratically elected government is that this group is acting outside of the chain of command. They are definitely a small group, but well-organized group. But what we are sure also, with the exception of some places in Ankara and some places in Istanbul, we do not have any difficulty in terms of security in any of the cities of Turkey. So in almost all parts of Turkey, the situation is under control by pro-democracy forces.
How will the government adapt to this? First of all, I believe Matt asked you this, but I've got to ask the question. Where is Mr. Erdogan right now?
The president is in Istanbul right now. Prime Minister is in Ankara, and a couple of hours, just even 45 minutes, right after the first news about military intervention, they made their statements.